welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And today I'm going to talk about the Candystripe, the easiest of all of the bracelets. And yet, for some reason, it's still kind of difficult. I mean, yes, you only have one kind of knot and it keeps coming across. But the problem that everybody has is they curl until you kind of get really good at tension and everything else. But even some of us who are good at tension still seem to have a problem with the Candystripe. And so I kind of wanted to show you kind of why that is and how you can actually fix it if this is the kind of thing that you actually want to make. So what the real problem is we work with our bracelets up and down like this, right? So we have a clip, let's say like this, and we're working downwards. Well, the further you get to the right, the more you're lifting up. It's coming away because here you're really close to the clip, and the further you come down, the further away you are, the more you're coming up. And even though it feels like you're doing exactly the same kind of knot, you're making a slight variance in the amount of gap there is between each of the knots. And that is actually where that whole rolling tendency comes from. Now this one here, you can see I made this thing completely flat. So I kind of want to give you some ideas how you might be able to actually do it. All right. So the first way is you can get a second clip and take the last string that's on the end and anchor that to the board itself, kind of come down in the same direction that the knots are going and just kind of keep that down. And that'll help kind of keep it from lifting up as you do all the other knots. And when you get to the last knot, you have to be a little bit more careful. You have to use a little bit more caution, but that's the first way. The second way is we can turn the bracelet in the clip. So now we're working in a straight row, kind of like as if we were making an alpha, right? This way is really nice and easy, and you get to keep moving the clip along so that way you're staying close to the clip and you're going in nice straight rows. The next way is if you're using a clip that's not like, say, like the clipboard, if you're using a clip, you can rotate the clip to the angle that your bracelet is in and help make it so that way it is anchored in the same direction and you're always, really close to the clip itself. And that'll change everything for you. You'd be surprised at actually how flat you can actually create your Candystripe bracelet. Now, mind you, as soon as you start to do a chevron, right, doing the same knot just done backwards, so it's coming from the opposite direction, this stops being a problem because it balances itself out. There's no curl in a chevron because there's equal, going in either direction. So realistically, this tips are really about if you really wanted to make a chevron or make a Candystripe, but you just don't want it to be so curled, right? And these are both two examples. I did not use any blocking afterwards or anything. They came out perfectly flat. So hopefully this is some help for some beginners out there who are frustrated and wondering why everything is curling up on them. It's natural. It's part of the whole experience. And you'll get used to it. Tension still matters a lot. Tension will be the difference between all your rows coming out nice and straight and even. So you really kind of want to get a mastery of that. But that said, there's some little other tips that might actually help make your bracelets come out a little bit better. So hopefully this has been some big help. If it has been, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you really want to be helpful, come join me over on Patreon. That would be fantastic. And I would like to, before I go, thanks to all my Patreon supporters. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are fantastic. I really thank you for everything. So until next time, don't get your strings in a bunch.